What's up guys, Kartak here, and today I'm here with another Digimon deck profile. Today we'll be going over the Shoutmon Cross 7 deck. So with the new BT-11 out, there's actually two ways you can build Shoutmon. You can build it with the Cross 5, like pretty similar to the previous build, or you can build the Cross 7, which is a little bit more explosive in my opinion, but it's more bricky, because there's a chance that you can just brick and then you're gonna get screwed. But the Cross 5 deck, I think, is a little bit more consistent in the ways that you don't need to really have a really top-heavy deck in order to just go out, and there's a lot more options that you can run. But this deck, it's a lot of fun, and since BT-11 is kind of the new set, I decided to build a Cross 7 deck. So let's go right into the Digimons first. So we are running 4 Pikmons. This is just here to help you get some draws if you have a Cross Heart, and obviously this is the Cross Heart starter, or not starter, Digitamas. So we can Digivolve on top of all of use any of our Digitamas. Level 3s Digivolve on top of them. Next, let's go over the level 6s. So we're gonna be running 3 Cross 7s. So this is the new boss monster of the deck. It has Rush inherently because he doesn't use the regular Shoutmon. So you're going to need to use this in order to get your Rush. And then it has material save 4, so when it blows up, you can save 4 of your Digimon. And then on play, you can delete one of your opponent's Digimon with equal or less than this Digimon's DP. This effect is very important to just go over really big Digimons. When you cross into this card, you're gonna be able to blow up something pretty big, because you're gonna have his DP is not gonna be 13k, it's gonna be a lot higher. And because for every turn 2 cards in this card's Digimon evolution source, you get plus 1000 DP. So he can cross 6 cards, so that's gonna be plus another 3k. So you can pop pretty much, if you do a full cross, you'll be able to pop something 16k or below. So really good card. I like this card more than the Cross 5 because of this, and if you cross properly, you'll be able to pretty much do anything that the old Cross 5 can do. So next we're running 2 Mervamons. So the Mervamon is here to kind of unbreak yourself. She's a pretty strong card. On play you're Digivolving, but you're not going to be Digivolving this build. You can play a level 4 or lower purple or Cross Heart Digimon from your trash without paying its memory cost, and then if you are Digicrossing, you'll be able to play an extra card with this card's effect. So I think 100% of the time you'll be playing, you'll be Digicrossing in this build. So you're gonna get 2 more bodies on the board, and they'll have blocker. So on your turn, in either player's turn, all your Digimon with Cross Heart or Retaliation will be able to get Rush and Blocker. So that's pretty good. It turns all your little dudes into, you know, little attackers as well, so that even if you play them on the first turn, you'll be able to attack, which is really good because your tamers can just play Digimon for free, and they're usually 3 costs. So depending on how you kind of play the deck, you can just get multiple hits in and then just finish, or you can wrap things up with, you attack with your Cross 7 and then wrap things up with your little dudes because they'll have Rush. So it's quite good. Obviously, one of the main things is you need to keep her on the board, which is okay, because she will be immediately a target for your opponent, so then you can kind of keep your other stuff safe. And if you're up against Black or Greymon and they have Haze Force, they have to choose whether they want to pop your tamers or they want to pop your bigger dudes. So yeah, it's quite good. And her Digicross is for -3, so you can only do it once, which makes her 8 cost, which is a little bit expensive, but for the value she brings, I think it's worth it. Next, we're running 2 Shoutmon DX. Mainly this card is in here just because it can substitute for both Zeke Greymon and Omega Shoutmon. So quite good for that. And yeah, most of the time I'm just going to be using it for the substitute effect. Next, we are going to be running 3 Zeke Greymon and just 3 Omega Shoutmon. So this will pretty much turn, if you have these two underneath your Cross 7, you'll be able pretty much turning your cross 7 into a cross 5, because this gives you an extra security check and this gives you blocker. So enough said. They also have effects on their own, which not too important. This one on evolution, you can make this card active again, and then if you have blue flare or cross heart in this card's traits, if your opponent has 2 or more Digimon, then you get +2 memory, which is okay. Most of the time you're not going to be using it, but that's okay. And this one is because this effect is mainly obviously better in a blue flare deck, but it still has its uses. The Omega Shoutmon's effect is on evolution, you can pop something 4K or less, and then if you have a Shoutmon in this card's source, you can pop 2 things that are 4,000 or less. So good for control, but it is not as useful as the Xrosmon. So next we are going to be running 4 of the cross 3. So if you don't like the cross 3, you can sub this out for cross 4. So cross 4 and cross 3, they have similar use. I think actually cross 4 might be a little bit better, but we are running cross 3 because it costs less. So even if you are bricking, it kind of helps you out. Unbrick a little bit easier, gives your opponent a little bit less memory to work with. On play, you can look at the top 3 cards of your deck and then add 2 cards with cross heart or blue flare in its name, and the other goes to the bottom deck. So if you guys haven't noticed, well, you guys haven't seen the rest of the deck yet, but pretty much everything in this deck is cross heart or blue flare. So you'll be getting a +2 no matter what, or sorry, +2 no matter what. And then the extra card you can look at kind of helps you out filtering your combo for combos. So overall, that's why I like the cross 3 more. But if you guys like cross 4 more, you can definitely run cross 4. If you have space and you don't want to run Mervamon, you can just take her out and play the cross 4 instead. There's also another build where you are going to be abusing Mervamon's effect, and then you can play this with her effect so they can get that juicy +2 for free. But that's mainly used with the cross 5 build, so I'm not going to go over that today. But let's continue with the level 4s. The rest of the deck looks really similar to the cross 5 deck. So we're just running 4 Ballistamons, 4 Delulumons. That's all for the great level 4s. Next, for the other cards, we're running 4 Spiromon, 4 Starmon, and 4 Shoutmon. Next, for Tamers, we're running 4 Taikis, 3 of the green dude, I forgot his name, I think Shiro or something, and then we're running 4 of the Akaris, sorry, 3 of the Akaris, 3, 3, 4, so 3 Akari, 3 Shiro, and 4 Taikis. And then last but not least, we're going to be running 3 of the new tamer that has Nene, Christopher, and Mikey, or Kiriha, I think. No. Kiriha, yeah, Kiriha. So that is pretty much it for this deck, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed it. As you can see, there's a lot of ways you can actually build this deck. The level 4 and 3s are pretty similar because you need those cards to cross, but level 5 and 4s and 6s you can kind of just play around with. As I mentioned before, there is a build that just focuses on the cross 5 with some new cards. I think they max out on the cross 3s and cross 4s, so you guys can kind of experiment that with if you guys want. They also run Sunrise Busters, and yeah, so pretty much if you guys want to do a hybrid, you guys can do that as well. I've seen some decks that run cross 5 and cross 7. I think that works, but I'm more of a fan of playing with the new cards, so I'm running as much new cards as I can. But actually what's really good is I think the Taiki Kiriha Nene card is really good. It's pretty much the Bonds of Courage and Bonds of Friendship version for Cross Heart. You just tuck a Cross Heart or Blue Flare card under one of your tamers, and then you'll be able to draw one and get one memory. So really good. And this card also helps you ditch cross. So this card has a lot of value. I really like this card. Really nice addition to it. Some people might still run the memory resetters. I guess that's okay, but not really as gives you as much advantage as I think this card does. But that's pretty much it for this deck, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys have any questions, feel free to leave it down below. But yeah, this is Card Otaku. If you guys want to support the channel, feel free to use the affiliate links down below. I'm a little bit tired today, so I'm trying to rush through the video, and I'm talking a little fast. But that's okay. You guys are probably used to it by now. Anyway, this is Card Otaku, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!